statewide convention coming up. Tell us a little bit about the convention, Nitra, when it's happening. And
Sure. That is going to happen. We'll have a golf tournament on November 4th out at the Rawls course. We are currently taking teams. The actual convention will start on the 5th at 1 o'clock. We'll have a ribbon cutting at about noon at the Civic Center. The convention will go from the 5th at 1 to 3:30 Saturday afternoon. This will bring in about 800 to 1,000 women. We're still trying to figure out who all the guests are going to be. You know how politicians are. They're slow to respond. But we have Greg Abbott for sure. We have the Lieutenant Governor, Glenn Hager, all the usual state people. And then we have two guys that are survivors of the Benghazi attack.
Really?
Yes. And these two guys, if you've never heard them before, they are fantastic. They, Tig and Oz is what they go by. And they were the contracted team to protect the ambassador. And they tell their whole story and about what they were told and who told them what. And it takes about an hour and a half. And they have film. It's unreal. You can't hear it without being changed. It is unbelievable.
So one of the things we look for when we're out representing the Republican Party and the Lubbock Area Republican Women and all of our conservative groups in town is, number one, how do we bring people in? How do we get new members, especially young people? We need young people. So if I'm out, I'm listening to this, and Texas Federation of Republican Women Convention, what am I going to do? What do I expect when I get there? You know, what am I? I'm assuming there's a big entry fee for me to get in, and you can put that out if you want to. But when I get there, what am I looking for? What kind of activities can I expect?
Okay, it's $150 for the weekend, and so what it includes is pretty much all inclusive, and there's lunches that with keynote speakers. We will have there is a big banquet on Friday night that 150 includes, and that they elect 10 women in the state of Texas that are top outstanding. It's a huge award, great deal. I mean, super, super big deal for especially women in Texas. We have a memorial breakfast on Saturday morning. There's always, like John Cornyn, I believe, will be the speaker at the memorial breakfast. That's for anybody. We completely honor all people that have died within the last year that are in the Federation. If you are a Lubbock Area Republican woman, you are a member of the Texas Federation of Republican Women, as well as the National Federation of Republican Women. That's just a part of your dues. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. So we are really, really pushing the young people. Now, how do I say? I think the only thing that's really going to push this convention to make it interesting for a young person is our guest speakers. And right now we have Ted Cruz confirmed. We have the Benghazi guys. We are trying to get Donald Trump. And it looks like he's probably going to come, but I don't have a confirmation. And so I think those kind of things. I do know that we have college Republicans that are going to be working out there. We have the young professionals that are going to work out there. They want to be a part of it. They have been really, with this administration that's going on now, we have a lot of young people that are really interested in getting involved and learning what the candidates are all about. That's what our job is, or at least that's the job I've taken on at Lubbock Area Republican Women, is making sure that people can get educated. I don't want to tell you how to vote. I want you to come in and hear and learn and make a good informed choice on your own based on your convictions, etc. We have a new group of slate of officers coming in for 2016. And we're going to the younger ones.
This is the Lubbock officers?
Yes.
Of the state? Okay.
The state will also be having new officers, and some of those are younger too. But we really put a big focus this year on younger people. So I'm going to serve as president, but I have a young shadow. I haven't been elected yet, but someone that's going to be shadowing me through the year to be able to step in. And she's young and very, very energetic, and that's Anne Marie Cruz.
Really? That's great.
Yes. So we're really pushing, and we're kind of going to come up with a tagline, something like, "Not Your Mother's Republican Women's Organization," or something like that, because we really do want to engage young people. I would love for them to come in and see that we can work. The older people can help you get started running this club, and then we can sit back and watch and be a part of seeing what you have to do, because it's everything that we do from here forward affects these young people. It doesn't affect me. It affects the young people.
Sure.
So that's the same thing with the convention. It'll be really, really lots of information. We do have delegates and alternates from each club, and then you can come as a guest. And so there will be voting at some point in time, voting on the slate for the Texas Federation of Republican Women officers, the bylaws, those kind of things. But there will be a lot of speakers.
Okay, so we've said women a lot. How do men get involved in this organization? And I'm part of the Lubbock Area Republican Women as an auxiliary member, but for those guys out there that have just tuned out and Republican women, who cares about them? How can men get involved in this organization, and what role do they play? How are they relevant?
Okay, for the guys, and this has always been my mindset, and my mindset was that we would, even though they can't vote, that's okay. They can come be a part, and the whole point is we want to learn and get to know the candidates.
And by vote, you mean vote in the organization
itself? In the
itself.
organization, yes. Yes, you can vote other than that, but you can come become a part. So what I always tried to do was let the guys do things that were not official, federation business. So prayers, pledges, introducing speakers, so to speak, or something like that. I've just always tried to use the guys. We've always had, when I was president a couple of years ago, we had as much or nearly as many guy members as we did women members. And that's died down in the last couple of years. Our club has pretty much died down, but we're really going to make a push on building it back up. That was another reason I think we were able to get the state convention here, because we had a really active group. And we worked really closely with the local party, and I know we had 66 of our members go to the state convention, the convention before last.
Okay, where was that at?
That was in Dallas, and that was a GOP convention. We work very, very closely with the GOP and provide a lot of support for each other. And so that's what I'm kind of looking for with this convention too. I want some of the GOP people that you don't have to be a member of LARW to be a part of this convention. You don't have to be a member of TFRW. And the other thing I'm billing this as is really a West Texas convention. We've got people from Borger that are coming. We've got a really active group up there. It's small because it's Borger small, but they're very active. They're excited. Midland is the biggest club in the United States. They have over 600 members.
Wow.
And they're excited. They're pushing San Angelo, all these guys. Everything on this side of the I-35 corridor, we're taking a big amount of pride in this convention, because we never get it. It's always down in Houston or Dallas or San Antonio. It was a really big deal for us to get it here.
No, that's great. Let's go ahead and take a quick break. Nitra, sit tight. I want to talk to you for a few more minutes. All right, we're back on the Chad Hasty Show. I'm Steve Evans, sitting in today for Chad. We're talking to Nitra Barnes about the upcoming Texas Federation of Republican Women Convention. We'll go ahead and open the phone lines, too, if you want to call in and ask Nitra a question, 1-800-687-0790, 770-5790. So, Nitra, we're talking about the convention, and I've got several questions, and I could get us derailed pretty quick, but So this is going to be, it's going to be probably the biggest place that West Texans will have an opportunity to meet a truckload of candidates all in one shot.
Yes, it will. And I really expect that we will have quite a few of the presidential candidates. I do need to make sure and explain here, because of the Federation, because we're a state PAC, if we get federal candidates to come through, they will not be able to speak from the podium about their run. But we will have a huge exhibit hall, because the exhibit hall will have booths, and all of these candidates will have a booth where they will be handing out their stuff and their little freebies and all that kind of stuff, and they will be able to talk, and you can talk to them one-on-one. We will have a meet and greet. I believe it's on Wednesday night. I'll have to double-check that. We're still working on the schedule. I have a meeting with the president of the Federation on Monday, and so we will be tightening up that schedule and tightening up the guests. Like I said, we really are expecting Donald Trump. We're expecting Mike Huckabee.
And this is provided that these guys are all still in the race at
right,
this point.
Provided that they're still in the race, right. Yes. But as of yesterday, when Randy Nagelbauer did announce that he wasn't going to be running again, it really kind of changed our dynamics too, because anybody that's wanting to run for that seat, this is an excellent opportunity for you to get your name out there and to meet a lot of these West Texans. Because I know Donald May already has a booth. Okay. He's already got him a booth, and so we sell the booths for $800 for candidates, and it's a 10x10 booth, and the application is on our website, which I'll give you at the end of the program. But it's a great place to come out, and like I said, we will have one kind of it's an activity where, and these women get into this, let me tell you, and especially conservative women that think that love to get free stuff. Mm-hmm. We give out, we give out a tote bag when you register in, mm-hmm. and so we have an activity where they go to every single political candidate's booth. They get a signature on a card that they've been there, and they get their name put in a hat for a drawing. So that's an opportunity for you to meet every single woman and man, that comes through.
And I think we need to emphasize, men, that this is for you too. I do. I
think we do too. And that's why we're actually having the golf tournament the day before, is to encourage men to come with their wives. Because the fact that you can't vote in this convention for TFRW things, mm-hmm. that's really not, they don't care who's our slate of officers, and they don't care what our bylaws say, but they do want to get informed. And this is a great way to do that. And so I really, really encourage men. And so I have a great committee man for the golf tournament, Jim Wynn, and he's working hard on that. You can get that information, too, off the website, which we'll give you. I really, really hope that we'll have a good turnout of men as well. I'm really pushing men and young people.
So we've got great opportunities at the golf tournament to sponsor holes as well. Get your name out.
Yes.
The booths. Any business? Are they all welcome to come?
Any business that's not a corporation. You can't be a corporation because of us being a state PAC.
Okay, so
but like a lot of our little businesses here, little quaint mom pop businesses, mm-hmm. Those are great. And believe you me, these women like to shop too. They don't just like freebie stuff. They like to shop too. So if you've got a store where you cater to, well, I thought about My Cup of Tea,
sure.
Because they have, all these women have grandkids and love to buy something to take home to their grandkids. So this is a great opportunity. The vendor booths are $500.
Okay, a little better. So, and that gets them how many days? How long are they open?
They can start moving in on Wednesday. No, yes, Wednesday. And then they don't tear down until Saturday after lunch.
Okay.
So that covers the whole time.
So a great time to engage the public. So and you also have, is there sponsorship levels? And I know you're trying to do a big fundraising effort, and you've got a long way to go to get to your goal.
Yes, and there is sponsorship levels, and I will No, I'm going to read them off here, but I'm also going to tell you, you don't have to have one of these sponsorship levels to participate. If you want to give us $100, we'll take it. And but these things here, these are the actual packages that we have. And we have a tumbleweed package that's $5,000, cotton boll package that's $7,500, Mac Davis package $12,500, Red Raider convention package $15,000, and the Buddy Holly convention underwriter $20,000. But we have events all through the convention, lunches, breakfast, any of that kind of stuff. We have we have a patron event where we have a ladies that have joined a patrons club within TFRW, and so they get little special perks. And we'll have a patrons event where they'll have a VIP speaker that night, and you can sponsor something like that, or you can give $100 to go against something like this. Now, these sponsor packages also include an ad in the program. They include a booth. It's not just you sponsor it. You get a ton of stuff, and you'll have to see that on the website because I can't read all that off.
Okay, so Nitra, what just a percentage? I don't want numbers. How far are you along in your fundraising goal?
We haven't got any of the registration money yet, so it's really kind of hard to say exactly. I'm gonna guess we're about halfway, maybe a little more. Judging, we could still use some pretty good sponsors. So if somebody's not a corporation, they want to sponsor this. They want to put an ad in our program. They want to put something in our bags to advertise for Lubbock. I know I've got a guy doing giving me some stuff for the golf bags,
right.
Coupons.
Okay, and you want to put your website out real quick? How can they get involved?
Okay, the website, if you'll go to www.larw.org and click on 2015 convention. And you can find all of the information on the convention there. And we'd love to have you become a part of this. So, and also you can email me at pastpresident@larw.org.
Okay, and if they want to get involved in LARW, what's the meeting times, locations? How does that work?
We've been doing different locations, but if you'll go to that same website and not get on the convention, it'll give you that information about what the next meeting is, who's going to be the speaker, and what time and where it is.
Oh, that's great, Nitra. Hey, I really appreciate you coming out, folks. Check out the Texas Federation of Republican Women Convention.